It took 3 weeks to recover from her. She really went in. And this woman thinks that she's going to take me down by asking why I don't have a man. Because that's the goal of every woman, right? To make sure that they have a man. And if you get a good man, then they just take care of things. Well, I tried. And putting up with a man and their manipulation and the fact that they don't really want to be around me because, oh, how dare I be independent and think for myself? How dare I make enough money to support myself and not be completely helpless? How dare I have this child and raise them independently? And when I see most of the dudes that really want to fuck, you know, even being a strong, independent woman turns them off from that. Because I might open my damn mouth and have an opinion. And I don't understand and I hope I never do. I hope I never understand this penchant towards super young women that don't know shit. You know, the mediocrity of men has really kept you guys from developing and looking at women as partners. You know, someone told you, well, they need to be beneath you, you know. You know, you guys give a shit more about what your boss thinks than what your actual girlfriend does. You care more about what your boss thinks about your girlfriend and your wives than you give a shit about your wife or your girlfriend. And I just couldn't be more relieved to not be a part of that system. Yeah, because like no one's really that interested when I'm basically like, yeah, I run my own businesses, I cook my own meals, I've raised my own child, I pay my own car note, you know, I try desperately to pay my own rent. Thanks, Dad, every now and then. Frankly, you owe me, bitch. But what's the appeal for these helpless women? You know, do you get to feel like you were number one and a big strong man? You couldn't do that with a strong independent woman? You couldn't do that with someone, you know, maybe age appropriate? Because let me tell you, when I was younger, I almost said little, but it's true. When I was little, I was really attracted to older men. You know why? Because I was horribly neglected by my father. And you can call it daddy issues because it was an issue, and it did spring from my daddy, you know. And but we can work around that now, can't we? Because I don't have to do what I've been taught to do. I can just simply be Melissa and the grand independent person that I am, and not sit around and wait for things to happen and wait for a good man. Yeah, Mom, I'm never going to get married again.